Well, what's up, everybody? Glad to see y'all again. I would like to thank our friends from Japan at Nakano Knives. They sent us a knife. Cut to promo. I would like to extend a big thank you to Nakano Knives from Japan for sending me one of their Mito series knives, which are made out of high quality natural olive wood, nice and light and balanced. Nakano knives are favored by Michelin star chefs and TV cooking stars globally. They're made from high quality carbon stainless steel and crafted by master artisans to last multiple generations. Since I'll be doing a lot of knife work today, I'll be using this knife exclusively throughout today's cook, and you can have one for yourself too, and get a generous discount if you order using the discount code GASTRONOMERIA. Just follow this link in the description box below. In honor of our knife, we're gonna do a lot of chopping today. Maybe a Mexican-inspired salad. And why not do something with a little Wagyu Filet Mignon to top it off with, and maybe a little burrito or taco situation. I don't know, let's just see where this takes us. So why don't we go ahead and put this in the freezer for, I don't know, half an hour. That'll make the slicing nice and even and easy to go. So let's begin with that. While our steak is getting a little cool and a little harder, we're gonna get started on our dressing for our salad. Andrew, you wanna come help us out a little bit? I love cutesy little citrus squeezers, so I found this one today. Andrew, say hi to everybody. Hi. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these limes, right? And we're just gonna squeeze as many limes as you can. Let me get you a knife. Oh, wait a minute. Let's use our knife that we've been gifted from Japan. Our nice new Nakano knife. Look at this. They even put it in a nice sleeve for us to protect our little fingies. So while she's doing that, I'm gonna get started on the rest of our dressing. Honey is very important. We've got a great honey scene here in the Midwest. And this is local honey. This is orange blossom honey. Eyeball about 2 tablespoons. There we go. A half teaspoon of cumin. We're gonna throw it right in with the honey. Look at this. This is beautiful. So let's go ahead and put it in with our honey. Oh, fresh. One of my favorite tools, the garlic crusher. I don't know where I would be without. I got 2 decent sized cloves. I'm gonna go ahead and crush them in. 1, just to give it the, it's all going in the same place, right? 2, what else do we need? Salt. So let's do about, I don't know, let's do like a pinch, maybe like a half a teaspoon of salt. And why not? Some pepper. For this type of dressing, I don't want to use like an olive oil or something with too much flavor. This is non-GMO. This is real nice vegetable oil. Expeller pressed. Anyway, let's gauge about 2 tablespoons of the honey sticking to the bottom. Get it all incorporated. Nicey nice. What are we working with here? Oh, that's gonna go just nice. That's gonna go very nice. The honey really softens it up. A jicama. But these are jicamas. They look like little potatoes. What jicamas taste like to you? It's like an apple met a potato and they fell in love. I want it to be flat and rectangular just to make my cuts easier. So as you can see, there's a lot of waste that's gonna happen, and that's okay. This is just for the purposes of my salad, so I'm just gonna go right for it. Look at that. Now we got something we can work with. Just do the end piece like this and use this as a little chip to eat. Put a little salt on it. That's delicious. Next thing we're gonna do, quarter size sticks this way. Turn it around. Quarter size cubes. Easy peasy. I'll be right back with our filet mignon. We need to season it with something. Let's start with a teaspoon of paprika, 2 teaspoons of chili powder, and a half teaspoon of cayenne for a little heat, teaspoon of kosher salt, maybe like a half teaspoon of garlic powder and onion powder in there as well. And there we go. And now it's kind of like, it resembles kind of like a fajita seasoning mix. Instead of stirring it, we got these nice little lids. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna Boom, check that out. It's already stirred for me. So now all I gotta do is get the filet mignon. Nice and not completely frozen, but good enough to cut easily. That seasoning, that kind of fajita type of seasoning that I made, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of douse it all over. Oh, let me spread them out first. This is the beauty of semi-frozen. I can get nice clean slices without it wobbling around. First into our dressing party. The next thing we should probably cut is definitely the onion, because we want the stuff that needs to absorb the flavor to go in first. So let's go ahead and cut. We need a small, medium to small size amount. Into the salad party goes the red onion. The two things that need the most flavor adjustment went in first. We're gonna stir it just to make sure that, first of all, our dressing isn't settling all to one and separating itself. And secondly, to get these new ingredients involved into it. While y'all weren't watching, I took a can of black beans and I drained the liquid out of it. And I'm gonna go ahead and just dump it right into my party. More cutting, guys. We've got the beautiful, lonely bell pepper. Now, Dennis, why did you pick an orange red bell pepper? Well, if you haven't noticed, our salad is full of colors. We've got red from tomatoes. We've got yellow from the corn. We've got white from jicama. We've got green from cilantro. We've got all kinds of colors going on. So I chose an orange one just to make a rainbow. You eat the rainbow. We can cut our 1/4 inch rods. Again, everything is gonna be 1/4 inch, except for the jalapeno and the onion, because we want that to permeate through everything. But all these 1/4 inch chunks are gonna go in nicely. Into the party. We got jalapenos. Now I know I said I wanted everything to be 1/4 inch chunks to keep it uniform, but in terms of the jalapeno and the onion, we're gonna mince it. So we're gonna make little matchstick size pieces like this. We're just gonna cut it to little matchstick size pieces. This is enough jalapeno right here. This is enough. One worked fine. Corn, I went ahead and put it in the cob, in the oven at 350 degrees for about 45 minutes to an hour until it looks nice and crackly like this. Let's go ahead and peel it up and peel the kernels off like that. Just like that. Into the party, Hala. One thing that'll help bring all the flavors together. It's a beautiful thing. Everybody loves it. Everybody knows it. It's salt. And remember I said we season as we go. I'm really getting a lot of heat already, but the salt, maybe another, I don't know, nice big fat pinchy like that. That'll help leach out the water of the vegetables and add it right into our marinade, right into our dressing. Not only are we building a salad, we're building our dressing at the same exact time. It's just a beautiful thing that's happening right here. Now, what's next? Tomatoes. Where would we be without tomatoes? All right, let's do 4. Let's do 4 nice tomatoes. Right down there, right down the circle. We're gonna use that as our guide. We're gonna cut it straight through. And you see all this white? We're gonna cut down that guide and down the white, like that. You see all this water right here? All this water in this pith? This is just gonna dilute our dressing. So we're actually just gonna take it all out with our fingers. As much as we can, just kinda like that. Same technique, we're just gonna go for 1/4 inch slices. And that's how you know this is a good knife. Cuts right through. Nice 1/4 inch cubes. We're gonna do that with the rest of our tomatoes. I am getting hungry. You know that salivatory thing that goes on right here? It's an overflow. Last but not least, the underdog. You didn't think I was gonna whip this out, did you? Well, I did. It's a zucchini squash. We're gonna cut off our little end right here. Cut off our little end right there. So we're gonna try to find the middle. We're gonna let it sit. We're gonna let it sit until it finds the middle. There's the middle right. So we're gonna use that middle and we're gonna start a line right down using our eyesight, the middle, just like that. Out of this, we're gonna go into 4 pieces, 1/4 inch. That one just flew away, didn't it? But look at that, 1/4 inch. And then about 1/4 inch cuts like that, cubes. Next, this is a vine. This is a cilantro vine, all right, there we go. We're gonna use a lot of cilantro. It's basically a big fistful. Cilantro is a beautiful thing, because you can cut it short, you can cut it big, and when you're cutting the herbs, you want to lift your knife up and do it like that. If you really want to make them fine, you bring them in and you put one hand on top of the knife, you kind of go to town like this. Rock and roll motion. You're on a seesaw. The stems are delicious. Into the salad party goes the herbs. Some nice, fresh, plentiful herbs. Get yourself a good quality cotija cheese, not the cheap powdery stuff. Get a good, you know, it's worth it. Just get a nice good quality, slice right through. Enough for 2 people. You know what, you can vacuum seal this stuff like I do, and it'll last forever. It'll last forever in the fridge. It's gonna start crumbling, and that's what we want. Crumbled cotija. It'll give it a nice, salty creaminess. Let's do a sizzle test. Let's see if we can get a sizzle. You hear that? We got a sizzle. Let's go ahead and lay them out. We are done. Well, everybody, here we are. The new and approved tasting station. So, this is what we have. Step 1, pick a tortilla. These are flour tortillas. These are high fiber tortillas.
I like the little ones.
You like the little ones? All right, I want the big ones. You're gonna want to finish it off with my little concoction at the end. So, this is my little concoction. A little avocado, a little chipotle. It's gonna be yummy. It'll go right on top. Okay, so where should we begin? Should we begin with the steak? I like the meat. All right, so layer 1 completed. Layer 2, we've been chopping for the past 5 hours. Now remember, I'll say it again. This is best overnight, but for all intents and purposes, still gonna be delicious. Some cotija cheese, and may I, just a little squirt? Roll it up, whatever is comfortable for you. I don't know, mine's kind of big. Here we go.
Yummy.
First word that comes to my mind is fresh. Like
I don't like the fried, deep fried, like,
yeah.
You know, this is amazing.
Like, no offense to, you know, what rhymes with Taco Hell. That's not Mexican food. Because Mexican food is fresh. You have to have fresh flavors all around. Filet Mignon. Filet Mignon tacos, everybody. Brought to you by the vessel of Mexican-inspired salad inspired by Nakano knives. Follow the link in the description below and you will get my special discount /gastronomeria after the link. You'll see. Just go down below this box and you'll see it. I might even put a little subtitle right there for you, just in case you forget. But anyway, great knife, great chef's knife to have all around use. You saw him using it as a paring tool. You saw him using it as a cutting tool, an herb cutting tool. It's just an all around chef's knife. Thank you, Andrea, for joining us.
My pleasure.
Bye! See you next time.